Moving on to our last
And
topic
we
of
are
the day.
to our final. Well, this is just filled of Xbox this week.
Xbox, Nintendo.
Xbox and Nintendo, boy. Xbox, ROG, Ally, and Ally X. Because I ain't gonna keep saying that whole title like that. It's
Freaking
a mouthful.
mouthful. Jesus.
They have came out, and I'm gonna get this out here real quick. They are not Xboxes. They are PC. That has come out of the mouth of everyone who has reviewed, had anything to do with them. When you turn it on, you are not just, it's not a console-like experience where you turn it on and you can pop a game in or download a game and get to playing. You need to make system updates. You have to do driver updates. You have to update Armor Crate. You have to do a lot. You have to accept some EULAs, some privacy things, the whole shebang. It is not an Xbox. And the reviews are mixed on it. Your average PC enthusiast, they like some aspects, but then they say, what is the point in buying this when you can get that same design, preference, feeling, aspect, whatever, from the competition at a cheaper price. Speaking of the price, Microsoft is trying to offload some blame here by saying, hey, this was ASUS's idea to make it $1,000 for them to try to recuperate and make money off of this. ASUS is not a $4 trillion company. ASUS is not a platform holder, and they are not Steam. One of the reasons people say the Steam Deck undercuts a lot of these systems is because, well, Steam is a private company, that's one, and they can take the loss on the system, because once you buy the system, you're in their ecosystem. You'll be, every game you buy on Steam, they're making money. They can take that loss. And even Microsoft, if they choose to, which they won't. Every discussion, this is not an Xbox, this is not a console. And the transitioning between certain aspects of it, it's not console-like. It still shows it is a PC, a very expensive. And we're just going to focus on the Ally X, because, I mean, that's the one everyone got a hold of, touched, and played with before this shit came out. They really showed the white one. For the power and juice that's in it, it's nice. But if you're going to pay that cost, you can go buy a very nice pre-built. It is nothing special. And sadly, people have tinkered around with it and said, using Linux instead of Windows on it, there's a 34 to 48% increase in FPS and power. Whatever they quote unquote did to trim the fat of the Windows operating system, it ain't enough. And it's funny how this thing came out and it's $1,000. Phil Spencer of Xbox was so quick to want to criticize PlayStation for launching a $700 console. And I quote, this came out of his mouth, the industry will not be moved by $1,000 consoles. And that's not what we're trying to do. But yet here you are. Here you are. This is a PC first, people, and not an Xbox at all. Microsoft went to them, gave some assistance, and said, hey, you're going to allow us to put our name on this, even though this is your product. Because I also want to add that Microsoft chose not to do their own in-house handheld. And quote unquote, the reasoning they gave was, oh, they want to focus on making the Windows 11 experience great. Well, that's not true. True reports came in is that AMD, the manufacturer they were going to help them do this, said, hey, we help you make this handheld, this console you want to make. We need a minimum of 10 million units made. And Microsoft did not feel they had the juice to get that many consoles sold or placed into the consumer's hand. So they backed off and they went the cheap route. In short, this system, I'm not even going to say that. This handheld PC is another scheme of big dick money Microsoft thinking that they can throw cash at something and change it to the way they want and fool people, and it ain't working. Ain't no one buying it. Even the little things people enjoy about it, you can get the same experience with a more affordable PC handheld. And then I might want to add the caveat. Only Xbox Play Anywhere titles are playable on. This is not native Xbox hardware. So if you sign into this, and let's say you're a diehard Xbox fan, you have digital Xbox Original, Xbox 360, Xbox One games. If they're not the Play Anywhere, they're not going to work. And Microsoft, they've said it once, and they quietly say it when they do. And that's absurd. So how's it an Xbox if you don't play Xbox games? And that Xbox Play Anywhere, if I remember correctly, that initiative started somewhere halfway around the Xbox One generation when they were trying to turn the ship and get rid of their negative PR, which they didn't do a good job of it, and now they're in more deep shit than they were beforehand. It's not what that is. I wrote it to my co-host Trice. What you got for this big ass expensive paperweight, the latest model?
Yeah, so for people that don't know, the standard ROG Xbox Ally features an AMD Z2 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD at 180p 120 hertz display. The ROG Xbox Ally X higher end version with this with an AMD AI Z2 Extreme. I love how they use them extremes. 24 gigabyte RAM, 1 terabyte worth of SSD, 80-watt battery, premium features of USB and Thunderbolt and impulse triggers. For the standard to be $600. And then for the Ally X to be $1,000. I just think you have lost your fucking mind. Like, yeah, nah. And it's really relevant in the community. Like people are saying there's some people that say, hey, this hardware is a lot. This is nice for a handheld. It's so powerful. And those same people looked at those people and said, for $1,000, you could get something even better. So it's not worth the price. But, you know, it's running Windows, the whole thing, the brand confusion. People are confused. Is this an Xbox? Is this a Rogue? Like, what is this? A lot of people still don't understand this product. I would just say this is just more of do minimum work for the most amount of money. These handhelds should never been priced this high. I mean, if your handheld is more expensive than your home console, that's already alarming. Then on that point, for you to be at a premium price for PCs, that's even more alarming. So you got two big alarms going off right then and there. So I don't know who they made this product for. And I guess it's for people that wants to be on a go and not tied to a PC or a Xbox. But I say then, you gonna spend $1,000 to do that? Yeah, you must be rolling in dough. I don't get it. I don't get this product. Never understood why this product was coming. And then once it came and it wasn't a Xbox, it's literally like porting in a port in a port. I chuckled to myself. Yeah, I think the product is shit. I think the quality is shit. Yeah, it's got some strong stuff in it, but it's shit. It is shit. I don't have high expectations. I haven't looked at the sale numbers. There's nothing been published yet. Of course, it's still kind of fresh. So I don't even think this is gonna sell much, if any. And then once people see how inconvenient it is, a lot of people, this probably be the latest paperweight, just like the Xbox, honestly. And they'll just go back to playing on PC. That's it. That's all I got. I'm not even going. I can only give so much energy into shitty ass Xbox antics now at this point. It's shit. Xbox ain't shit. This product probably would never be shit because it's got a real uphill battle if it is gonna ever turn out good. And then the competition, like
It does.
Steam Deck. The Steam Deck offers so much more at such a more affordable price. So you're already the highest mofo in the marketplace. So what are you offering? You're not offering the ease of use because you gotta maneuver and then you don't have all your product on it. So like I just think it's a lot of L's for the consumer that buys this. And so I don't know why anybody would buy this, honestly. I don't know who this product was made for. I'm just really confused. And a lot of people seem to follow that same notion because they like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's a great question. What the fuck is it? I'm confused on why they even attempted to make this in the first place because
Oh,
many
well,
years ago.
I think they just looked at the Nintendo Switch being a printing money making machine, and it was like, oh well, look at these little company already starting, and they saw the Steam Deck do pretty decent. Like, oh, let's just put our little symbol on this shit and push it out and see if we can get some similar sales.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. Many years ago, when the Xbox brand was in much more high regards, when the 360 was riding high, people had came to Microsoft and asked, the console is doing so great. Would you make a handheld, a powerful Xbox handheld to play games? And the spokesperson was like, no, we have no interest in trying to do a handheld, etc. And they said that's Nintendo's space, and we will let Nintendo and Sony duke and have that out. We will not waste our time on that. Fast forward, yes, different people in leaderships, times have changed, etc. But that has not changed. That one fact has not changed. That is still Nintendo's space and bread and butter.
I mean, but even though, yeah, like it was Sony and Nintendo at the time. I mean, Sony left. Sony left the handheld department for a
They did.
long time, and they're just now rumbling to come back. You know, they have their little
They
thing
did.
on the market or whatever. So, I mean, I see it. I mean, Xbox probably sees everybody else doing it, and it is a market that is doing some quite a number of sales. So, I mean, I'm not gonna bash them for looking at the landscape and saying, "Ooh, let's jump in with everybody else." Like, I'm not gonna bash them for that, but I am gonna bash them for releasing something that's $1,000 and you can't even play every game that Xbox makes on it, because that's
Nope.
bullshit.
That
Fuck out
is
of
true.
here. Why even have the logo on it? You can't even play all the games that's released under it. What the fuck is the point?
Brand
I don't get it.
recognition.
I don't get it. You can't play the brand shit on the game on the console. You can't play
And
every
that.
Xbox game on it. So there is no brand recognition.
Mhm.
What the fuck are we talking about? Like, get the fuck out of here, Xbox. Like, go. Anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's gonna wrap this episode up. We're not gonna draw this out or steady beat this dead horse,
Listen, let me
mutilated.
know if you bought one of these things and if you're in the process of returning it. And if you keeping it, please let me know why.
If you bought one of those, I
I'll
just
be
want to know:
interested.
did you just did you buy it because you just that much of a fan, or you can't tell me? Oh, it was the best deal I could find. Because trust and believe, there are other things you could have spent. But let us know. Let me say in the comments, how do you feel about this big ass Xbox quote unquote handheld? And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, are you not entertained?